I used to believe loyalty was armor. I believed if I worked harder, stayed quieter, and loved deeper, I would be safe. That belief died in the boardroom. "Let's begin," Mr. Hale said. His voice was calm, polished, deadly. "We have evidence of internal fraud." I looked at him. Fraud? I prepared these reports myself. He didn't look back. Exactly. A file hit the table. Numbers I recognized. Numbers I didn't. My chest tightened. "This isn't right," I said. "Those transfers aren't mine." Lena sat beside me. I waited for her hand. She pulled it away. "Lena?" I whispered. She stared at the table. "I didn't know how to tell you." My ears rang. "Tell me what?" Evan leaned back, smiling like this was theater. "You should listen, brother." I stood. "This is a mistake. Check the access logs. Check the timestamps." Mr. Hale nodded to security. "Escort him out." "Wait," I said. "You know me. I built this system." Hale finally met my eyes. "That's why you're perfect." Hands grabbed my arms. The room went silent. Phones came out. No one spoke for me. "Lena, say something," I said. "Please." She finally looked up. Her eyes were wet but empty. "I'm sorry." That was it. 2 words. Years erased. As they dragged me out, Evan leaned close. "You were never meant to last." I laughed then. I couldn't stop. "I trusted you." "You shouldn't have," he said. The doors closed. The sound echoed like a verdict. That night, I sat alone in my apartment. The walls felt closer. My phone stayed silent. I replayed every conversation. "I did everything right," I told the darkness. "So how did I lose?" My hands shook. My head hurt. I pressed my palms to my temples. "Think," I said. "Just think." Something shifted. The pain dulled. The noise faded. My thoughts lined up sharp and clean. Memories replayed in perfect order. "That meeting," I muttered. "The draft from last month." I saw it clearly. Evan hovering. Lena distracted. Hale watching. "They planned it," I said. "All of it." My breathing slowed. Time felt thick like syrup. I noticed the hum of the fridge, the click of the clock, each sound separate. "This isn't normal," I said. I picked up my laptop. My fingers flew. Passwords came back to me instantly. Patterns jumped out. "God," I whispered. "I can see it." I checked logs I had forgotten. Access points. Hidden trails. "They used my work," I said. "They used me." Anger rose, but it didn't blind me. It sharpened me. "So this is how it ends?" I asked the empty room. Another thought answered. "Come." "Certain." "No," I said. "This is how it starts." I leaned back, heart steady, mind blazing. I was done being disposable. They thought I was finished. They were wrong. I stood and paced. "Okay," I said. "Slow down. Don't panic." I imagined Evan's grin. He thinks he won. I imagined Lena's silence. She chose safety. I imagined Hale's eyes. He needed a fall guy. Each image clicked into place. No blur. No doubt. "They underestimated me," I said. I called my voicemail. Messages stacked up. None from them. "Figures," I muttered. I poured water, didn't spill a drop. My hands obeyed perfectly. "What are you?" I asked myself. The answer wasn't a voice. It was clarity. I remembered a meeting from 6 months ago. Evan asking about permissions. Hale approving late-night access. "You gave him the keys," I said. "I documented everything." I laughed softly. "Of course I did." My chest warmed. Not hope. Control. "I won't beg," I said. "I won't explain." I practiced the words anyway. I was framed. Check the logs. "You're wrong." None of them mattered now. "They'll talk," I said. "People always do." I opened a notebook and wrote one line. "Tell the truth later." Then another. "Listen first." My phone buzzed. An unknown number. I answered. "Hello." Silence. Then a click. "They're watching," I said. I didn't feel afraid. I felt ready. I sat again, breathing slow. "Remember this," I told myself. This night. I pictured the boardroom. The silence. The hands on my arms. "I won't forget," I said. Outside, a siren passed. Life kept moving. "So will I," I said. I closed my eyes. The world slowed even more. "I see you now," I whispered to the future, and for the first time I smiled. The villain they discarded opened his eyes, and everything they built began to crack slowly, painfully. I was released pending investigation, which sounded merciful until I stepped outside and realized I had nothing left. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. "I know it's late," Lena said when I answered, "but I need to see you." I laughed once. "To apologize?" "No," she said quickly. "To explain." "That's worse," I said, but I gave her the address anyway. She arrived an hour later, standing in my doorway like a stranger. She didn't step inside until I moved aside. "You look tired," she said. "I lost my job, my reputation, and my future," I replied. "I slept great." She flinched. "Please don't do this." "Do what?" I asked. "Talk." She sighed. "I need you to understand why I couldn't defend you." "Go on," I said. "Convince me." She sat, hands clenched. "Evan is stable." I nodded. "And I'm what?" "Dangerous." "No," she said. "You're intense. You question everything." "That's a crime now?" "He's safe," she insisted. "Strong. He doesn't scare people." My mind raced. Safe meant predictable. Strong meant protected. Not me. "So you chose him," I said. She didn't deny it. "I chose survival." I leaned back. "And I was expendable." Her eyes filled. "That's not fair." "Neither was framing me," I said. "I didn't frame you," she whispered. "I just didn't stop it." The difference clicked instantly. She had seen it coming. "You knew," I said. She looked away. "I was afraid. Afraid of losing comfort. Afraid of falling with me." "You slept next to me knowing this," I said. She stood suddenly. "I didn't want you hurt." "But you accepted it," I said. "As long as it wasn't you." Silence stretched. The door opened again. "Hey," Evan said softly. "I heard you were out." I felt it immediately. The tension in his shoulders. The way his smile lagged. "Brother," I said. "Here to check the damage?" He spread his hands. "I wish things were different." "You planned this," I said. He laughed lightly. "You're emotional." No, he was lying. I saw it clearly. His guilt hid under excitement. "Say it," I told him. "Say you're sorry." "I am," he said. "Truly." But his eyes were alive. Hungry. "I never wanted it this way," he added. I nodded. "You just wanted the result." Lena stepped between us. "Stop." Evan's jaw tightened. "We should go." She hesitated, then grabbed her coat. At the door she turned back. "I didn't mean for you to break." I smiled. "You just meant to survive." They left together. The silence after them was heavy. I screamed. I slammed my fist into the wall. I slid down, gasping. Why wasn't I enough? I shouted. No answer came, but my mind wouldn't stop. I replayed Lena's pauses. Evan's timing. Hale's phrasing. Patterns formed instantly. "She knew," I whispered. He pushed. Hale approved. Every memory sharpened. Every lie glowed. "This isn't grief," I said. "This is analysis." I stood slowly, breathing steady. "I can see everything," I murmured. Fear flickered, then vanished. "I'm not just hurt," I said. I looked at the door they walked through. "I'm awake." I started testing my mind the next morning. "Okay," I said aloud. "Show me yesterday." The emails came back instantly. Every subject line. Every timestamp. "That's not normal," I muttered. I opened an old thread. Fraud audit draft. I remembered Evan standing behind me. "Can I take a look?" "You already did," I whispered. I predicted his tone before I remembered it. Casual. Curious. My phone rang. "Detective Ruiz," a man said. "We need to ask a few questions." "Of course," I replied. "Ask away." "Where were you the night the transfer was approved?" "At home," I said. "Alone." "You're sure?" "Yes," I said calmly. "But the access wasn't mine." There was a pause. "You're confident," he said. "I read logs for a living," I answered. "Confidence is part of the job." Another pause. I imagined him frowning. "So you deny everything?" "No," I said. "I deny intent." He inhaled sharply. I knew what he'd say next. "You're careful with words." "Words matter," I replied. The call ended faster than expected. "He didn't trap me," I said. "I let him." That scared me. I tested more. I imagined Lena asking for forgiveness. "You don't hate me," she would say. I shook my head. "Wrong. You'd say you regret it." The difference felt important. A knock came later that day. "Dr. Mira Cole," a woman said. "Court-appointed evaluation." I stepped aside. Come in. She studied me. You're calm. I'm tired, I said. Those aren't the same, she replied. We sat. Do you feel angry? She asked. Yes, I said. But it's quiet. That worries me, she said. It worries me too, I admitted. She leaned forward. Have you noticed changes? I notice patterns, I said. Increased focus? She asked. Perfect recall, I replied. She paused. That's rare. So is betrayal, I said. She wrote something down. Do you feel superior? She asked. No, I said. I feel clear. Clear how? Like fog lifted, I said. Like I was underestimated my whole life. Her eyes sharpened. Tell me about that. They spoke over me, I said. They smiled when I solved problems. And now? They don't smile, I said. They panic. She watched me carefully. You sound detached, she said. I sound accurate, I replied. She stood. We'll meet again. After she left, I sat alone. Broken or upgraded? I asked myself. Memories surfaced. Evan joking. Hale dismissing. Lena hesitating. They never saw me, I said. I opened a notebook. Document everything, I wrote. I listed dates, conversations, pauses. This isn't revenge, I said. This is correction. Anger tried to rise. I pushed it down. No emotion, I said. Precision. I imagined confronting Evan. You planned it, I'd say. He'd deny it. I'd already know. I won't fight openly, I said. I closed the notebook. They'll expose themselves, I whispered. For the first time I didn't feel rushed. I can wait, I said. And in that stillness I chose justice over rage. I stopped answering calls the day my name vanished from the news. They think you ran, Noah said on the phone. That's the story now. Good, I replied. Let them tell it. So you're alive, he said. That's a relief. I never left, I said. I just stepped back. He laughed nervously. You always did that before exams. This is bigger, I said. I need access. There was silence. Then, what kind? The kind you still have, I said. Another pause. Meet me tonight. We met in his car, windows fogged, engine running. You look different, he said. I think faster, I replied. He handed me a tablet. I shouldn't be doing this. You already are, I said. He swallowed. Hale's investors are nervous. Point me to the weakest ones, I said. You're not hiding, Noah said. You're hunting. I'm observing, I corrected. Back home I opened encrypted channels. This is regulatory compliance, I typed anonymously. Please review section 12. I sent another. Irregular access detected. Time window included. I waited. Days passed. Stock dipped. Forums buzzed. They're asking questions, Noah said later. Quiet ones. That's how cracks form, I said. I sent one more message. Internal audit delayed intentionally. I didn't sign my name. You're dismantling them, Noah said. No, I replied. I'm letting gravity work. Rumors spread. He fled. He broke. He vanished. I watched silently. Then Noah called again. Evan's changing. How so? I asked. Loud, he said. Careless. He's spending like he's untouchable. Power makes people rush, I said. And Lena? He asked. I opened a live stream link instead of answering. She was on screen, eyes red, voice shaking. Evan is innocent, she said. I stand by him. The chat exploded. She's scared, Noah said softly. She's choosing again, I replied. You feel anything? He asked. I waited. No, I said. That's new. It scared me more than rage ever did. Later I replayed the stream. You didn't look at the camera, I whispered. You looked at comments. I remembered her words. Safe, strong, defensive, I said. Not loyal. I typed another anonymous tip. Watch executive spending. I closed the window. Memories tried to surface. Her laugh. Evan's jokes. Not now, I told myself. Noah texted. You're cold? I'm focused, I replied. You're still human, right? I think so, I said. I just don't bleed publicly anymore. Days blurred. Each message landed like a domino. Hale's company denied everything. Expected, I said. Regulators asked for extensions. Also expected, I muttered. Evan posted photos. smiling. Expensive. He's daring the fall, I said. Noah hesitated. What if they trace this back? They won't, I said. I never push. I suggest. I leaned back, heart steady. I'm not fighting them, I said. I'm removing support. The live stream replayed again. I believe in him, Lena said. I paused the screen. You believe in survival, I said quietly. I closed the app. Nothing twisted inside me. That absence echoed louder than pain. I stared at my reflection. This is what clarity costs, I said. My phone buzzed. They're bleeding slowly, Noah texted. Let them, I replied. I turned off the lights. They think I gave up, I whispered. In the dark, I planned carefully. And somewhere between silence and control, I disappeared completely. Everything started tilting. The weak Hale stock dipped again. Noah called first. You see this? I predicted it, I said. 2% isn't panic yet. Investigations doubled, he said. Quiet ones. They always multiply before they bite, I replied. Another call came minutes later. You're enjoying this, Noah said. I'm managing it, I corrected. By nightfall, my phone buzzed with a name I didn't expect. Lena. I stared at the screen. You won't answer? Noah asked over text. No, I typed. I'll read. Her message came in pieces. I misjudged you. I didn't see things clearly. I'm sorry. I felt nothing. That's wrong, I told myself. I should feel something. I didn't reply. I imagined the next message before it arrived. I was scared. It came 10 minutes later. I nodded. Predictable. Noah sent a link. Evan snapping. The article showed Evan yelling at reporters, jaw tight, smile gone. He's unraveling, Noah said. Pressure reveals posture, I replied. And Lena? He asked. She's late, I said. Regret always is. I blocked her number without drama. The next day, a woman emailed me from an encrypted address. I'm Rachel, she wrote. I'm chasing the truth. I smiled. Of course you are. We met in a cafe far from cameras. You're the villain, she said bluntly. That's the headline, I replied. People think you ran, she said. I stayed, I said. I just stopped explaining. She leaned forward. Help me. With what? I asked. With motive, she said. Nothing adds up. It does, I said. You're just looking where they point. She narrowed her eyes. So where should I look? I stirred my coffee. Follow spending. That's vague, she said. Vagueness keeps me invisible, I replied. She smiled slightly. You're careful. I'm precise, I said. We talked for an hour. I answered without revealing. You trust me? She asked. No, I said. I use you. She laughed. Honest. When she left, I sent her one file. Just enough. Noah texted later. You're everywhere. I'm aligned, I replied. Hale's company issued another denial. Louder, I muttered. Always louder. That night, Lena tried again from a new number. I was wrong about you. I didn't open it. I predicted the next line. I didn't know Evan would change. It arrived. She's learning, Noah said when I told him. She's late, I replied. I watched Evan speak on television, voice sharp. They're attacking us, he snapped. This is personal. Yes, I whispered. It is. Rachel called. They're leaking internally, she said. Someone's scared. Someone's sloppy, I corrected. You, she said slowly, aren't running this emotionally. No, I said. Emotion already ran me once. Silence hung between us. You're directing, she said. I stopped reacting, I replied. Days passed. Every move landed. Stocks slid. Friends distanced themselves from Hale. Lena posted again. This time crying. I believe in the truth, she said. I turned the sound off. You don't believe, I said quietly. You hope. Noah asked. Still nothing? Nothing, I replied. That scares you, he said. It confirms me, I answered. I stood by the window that night. They still see a fallen villain, I said aloud. My phone buzzed. Rachel sent proof. Perfect, I said. Behind the scenes, everything aligned. I wasn't chasing outcomes anymore. I was choosing them. And the world tilted exactly where I wanted. I heard about the arrests before the news broke. Noah called. Hale's done. How done? I asked. Accounts frozen. Board flipped. They're calling it systemic fraud. I closed my eyes. It finally surfaced. You predicted it, he said. Everyone's shocked. They shouldn't be, I replied. Another call buzzed in. Unknown number. It's Lena, Noah said quietly. I know, I said. I'll handle it. She showed up an hour later, eyes red, hands shaking. I needed to see you, she said. You already did, I replied. She stepped closer. I loved you. I tilted my head. After you lost me. She flinched. I didn't understand my feelings then. You understood safety, I said. She started crying. I was wrong. I watched her tears fall. Say something, she begged. I said. I'm listening. I chose fear, she said. I see that now. And I chose clarity, I replied. She grabbed my sleeve. Please don't shut me out. There's nothing left inside to open, I said. Her sobs grew louder. I would fix it if I could. You did fix it, I said. For yourself. She sank onto the chair. I lost everything. You traded it, I replied. She looked up. Do you hate me? I searched myself. No, I said. I don't feel anything. That broke her more than anger. She left without another word. That night, Evan found me. You destroyed me, he shouted. I leaned against the wall. You did that. He paced. I was winning. You were rushing, I said. You set me up, he accused. I shook my head. I stepped aside. He laughed bitterly. You think you're better? I think I'm finished playing, I replied. He slammed his fist into the table. Say something. I met his eyes. The truth already did. He froze. They saw you, I continued. Finally. His voice cracked. I was supposed to win. You did, I said. For a while. He staggered back. You planned this for years. No, I said. You rushed it in months. Security arrived. Evan screamed as they took him. I watched silently. No triumph came. Only confirmation. I stood alone afterward. Karma isn't loud, I said to the empty room. It's patient. My phone buzzed. Noah texted. It's over. I typed back. It's complete. I put the phone down. Everything ended exactly as it needed to be. I stayed where I was. The silence felt earned. I said aloud, this is what balance feels like. No one answered. I remembered the boardroom. I remembered the smiles. They meant nothing now. My phone buzzed again. Another unknown number. Please, Lena said through the line. I hesitated. Why? I need closure, she said. Closure isn't something I give, I replied. I can't sleep, she whispered. I couldn't breathe, I said. We're even. She cried softly. I really loved you, she said. I believe you, I replied. Too late. She hung up. I didn't call back. The door creaked. Noah stepped inside. You okay? I'm finished, I said. With him? He asked. With that version of me, I replied. He nodded. What now? I live, I said. Quietly. He smiled. You earned that. Nothing was earned, I said. It was chosen. He laughed. Same thing. No, I said. Very different. We stood there. Outside, sirens faded. I spoke once more. I don't need revenge. Noah raised an eyebrow. You sure? I watched them fall, I said. That was enough. He clapped my shoulder. You're scary calm. I'm precise, I replied. He left. I locked the door. I looked at my hands. They didn't shake, I said. I breathed in. This is who I am now, I whispered. And for the first time, I didn't argue with myself. I sat down. The chair creaked. I said, it's done. No one argued. I opened the window. Cold air rushed in. I welcomed it. Pain taught me, I said. Control kept me. I closed my eyes. Nothing chased me. Nothing followed. Only quiet remained. I stayed with it. I chose it. And I didn't look back. I whispered, this is enough. I stood up again. The night felt lighter. I didn't ask why. I didn't ask when. I simply moved forward. Slow. Certain. Free. I smiled once. Not in victory. In acceptance. That was the end. That was the beginning. I walked away without fear, without regret, carrying only silence, control, and the certainty that nothing behind me could ever reach me again. I never looked back. I never needed to. They gave me one last option. If you testify fully, the prosecutor said, Evan is finished. I leaned back. Define finished. He'll never recover, she said. Prison. Public disgrace. Everything. I nodded. So I erase him. You expose him, she corrected. I didn't answer. Outside the room, Dr. Mira waited. You're quiet, she said. I'm calculating, I replied. That worries me, she said. Say it out loud. I can end him, I said. Completely. And what does that give you, she asked. I thought of Evan's smile. Lena's silence. The boardroom. Relief, I said. Maybe. Temporary, she said. Power without restraint destroys the self. You think I'm losing myself, I said. I think you're standing at a line, she replied, and deciding who you are. I laughed softly. Everyone says that when it's convenient. Not everyone has this much leverage, she said. I closed my eyes. I imagined Evan across from me. You did this, I'd say. He'd deny it. He always did. I imagined Lena watching. I loved you, she'd say. I'd feel nothing. That scares me, I said. Dr. Mira nodded. Good. Fear means you still care. About what? I asked. Yourself, she said. I went back inside. Evan sat at the table, hands shaking. You're really doing this? He asked when he saw me. I'm telling the truth, I said. His eyes widened. You hate me. No, I replied. I understand you. He laughed, sharp and hollow. You always thought you were better. I thought I was loyal, I said. The prosecutor asked, Do you swear to tell the truth? I do, I said. They started with simple questions. Did you design the system? Yes. Did Evan have access? Yes. Did you approve the transfer? No. Evan interrupted. He's lying. I looked at him. You asked for late access. That's normal, he snapped. It wasn't, I said. Not at that hour. The room shifted. Did Lena know? The prosecutor asked. I paused. I could destroy her too. She suspected, I said. She didn't act. Lena lowered her head. Evan stared at her. You said nothing. She whispered, I was afraid. I felt nothing. Continue, the prosecutor said. I described logs. Times. Exact sequences. No anger. No embellishment. Enough, Evan shouted. You planned this. No, I said. You did. He stood, voice cracking. You think this makes you clean? I think it makes me honest, I replied. Dr. Mira watched from the back. Her eyes asked the question. Who are you choosing to be? The prosecutor leaned in. Is there more? Yes, I said. But I won't speculate. Evan blinked. What does that mean? It means I won't invent motives, I said. I won't exaggerate. The prosecutor frowned. You could say more. I won't, I said. Silence fell. Evan laughed weakly. You're sparing me? No, I said. I'm sparing myself. His face collapsed. You think you're better than me? I think I'm done being like you, I replied. The judge spoke. Based on evidence. Evan slumped. His lies caught up to him without my help. Lena didn't look at me. Outside she tried. I lost everything, she said. You chose everything, I replied. She reached for me. I stepped back. There's nothing left, I said. Dr. Mira joined me. You chose restraint, she said. I chose truth, I replied. She smiled faintly. That's victory. I watched them take Evan away. I felt no joy, only clarity. And that was enough. The case ended quietly. Noah called first. You're cleared. I know, I said. The world will notice soon enough. Will you go back? He asked. I don't have one to go back to, I replied. Then what? Forward, I said. Slowly. I left the courthouse and didn't look around. Cameras, reporters, none mattered. I had survived once. I didn't need applause now. At my apartment, I unpacked a box I'd left months ago. Old notebooks, pens, forgotten files. Peace feels strange, I said aloud. No one answered. That was fine. I opened my laptop. I didn't check stock prices. I didn't read news headlines. I opened a secure channel to help small investors avoid corporate traps. I guided them quietly, ethically. Everything seems quieter, Noah said when I called him later. It is, I replied. And that's the point. You really don't miss the chaos? I shook my head. I miss nothing. Not even Lena, I said. He hesitated. You sure? Yes, I said firmly. She's gone. That chapter ended with her mistakes. Days passed. I adapted to the rhythm of new life. No one knew I was watching, calculating, preventing small disasters before they escalated. It's boring, Noah said once. You should enjoy it. I do, I said. Quiet is refreshing. One afternoon a letter arrived. No return address. I held it carefully. Lena, I muttered. I didn't open it. Never intended to. Curious? Noah asked when I mentioned it. Not curious, I said. Resolved. She's still reaching, he said. Let her, I replied. I don't need it. The silence afterward felt heavier than any boardroom. I poured coffee slowly, methodically. I'm alive, I said aloud. And not just surviving. I'm moving. A thought struck me. Funny, I muttered. I was supposed to lose. I remembered Evan's face in court. Collapse. Humiliation. Karma had been quiet. Precise. I didn't push it. I didn't direct it. I let it unfold exactly as it should. Noah knocked. You think about them? Occasionally, I admitted, but not in anger. Observation. You're not bitter? No, I said. I'm evolved. Better than I was. I walked to the window. Cold light streamed in. The city moved below, chaotic but distant. Do you feel normal? Noah asked. Normal isn't the word, I said. I feel awake. He laughed softly. You sound like a guru. I sound like someone who survived everything, I replied. Even the apartment felt unfamiliar. Empty shelves. Quiet floors. I liked it. I needed it. I picked up a notebook and began writing again. Not schemes. Not revenge. Not strategy. Observations, small improvements, lessons learned. You're doing good, Noah said. I'm being ethical, I replied. Subtle. Invisible. Another letter arrived. Same handwriting. Same envelope. I held it in my hand for a moment longer than before. I don't owe you anything, I whispered. And I didn't open it. That was the final choice. I sat back. Coffee cooled. My eyes wandered over the cityscape. They never knew, I said aloud. They never will. Noah asked, do you ever regret? No, I said. Every loss, every betrayal, it led me here. Clear. Precise. Alive. I smiled faintly. I wasn't meant to win loudly. I thought of every boardroom, every conversation, every manipulated move that had brought me to this calm. I was meant to survive, I said. To evolve. Noah raised an eyebrow. And stronger? Yes, I said. Stronger than I was. Stronger than they expected. Stronger than myself. I put the letter aside. Unopened. A symbol, not a temptation. The villain, I whispered, was supposed to lose. But I didn't. I walked slowly to the window again. The city below was alive, chaotic, loud, unaware. And I chose otherwise, I said. Not revenge. Not anger. Not spectacle. Precision. Survival. Evolution. I sat back down, pen in hand. Quietly. Ethically. Free. The villain they discarded opened his eyes, and he finally owned himself. No applause. No headlines. Just the truth. I smiled faintly, letting the world move on without me. I was done. I was awake. I was enough. I didn't need more. The world would never know how quietly it had all been won. I didn't care. I had chosen to survive. I had chosen to evolve. I had chosen to walk away stronger. And that was more than enough.